Good evening, everybody. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone is doing well as always. Just before we get into it, as always, please make sure that you are smashing that like button. It really does help get the video out there to more people. Share it with your friends, your family, your work colleagues, your neighbours, whoever, and let's get more eyes onto the Chatting Leeds channel. Please subscribe if you are brand new and hit the notification bell, along with checking out the membership features on the channel. And of course, get all your thoughts and opinions into the comment section down below, as we are here to react to Daniel Farke's pre-match press conference ahead of the Oxford game on Good Friday. And yeah, look, first of all, how's everyone doing? I mean, it's been a nice few days, hasn't it? Kind of coming to terms with our new reality, so to speak, that we are well and truly in the driver's seat now in terms of automatic promotion. It's not done yet by any stretch of the imagination. It is not. And I'm not going to come on here and get over cocky with it and arrogant with it, because we all know where that can lead to. But what I will say is that if Leeds United mess this up from here, then it will be a monumental collapse. Sheffield United are coming into this weekend on the back of their worst form of the season, 3 defeats in a row to obviously Oxford, Millwall and Plymouth. They haven't played well for a while. The Coventry game that they won was probably the best I've seen them play all season from the games that I've seen. But then they've just fallen off a cliff massively. And when we all thought we were done after Luton, it has all of a sudden opened up for us again. Us and Burnley, currently 5 points clear of the Blades going into this weekend. Leeds and Burnley could both be promoted on Monday, all being well. And look, I do. I nearly said it then. I nearly said it, but I don't want it to come back on me. I'm feeling obviously more confident going into this weekend. That has to be said. But I think we all are after the last 2 results. Hard results that we've just had to grind out, especially the Borough game. The Preston game, on reflection, was a 2-1 battering. Let's be honest, we absolutely destroyed them. All of the stats from that game would tell you that as well. So yeah, I'm feeling confident going into this weekend, and hopefully, fingers crossed, all being well, on Easter Monday, and it's a matter of days, we could be all down at Ellen Road celebrating, and that is all I want. And I truly believe, and it's a big if, because the Oxford game on Friday will be difficult. It will. If we win on Friday, then I think it's all but done. If we win on Friday, it's all but done. And that's when it gets even scarier, doesn't it? But yeah, I just wanted to briefly touch upon that before getting into the press conference, because I haven't uploaded anything in a few days. There's not really been that much to discuss. Briefly as well, Rasmus Christensen has finally left Leeds United permanently. Close the door on your way out, you useless waste of space. So yeah, press conference, Oxford, Good Friday. Farke provided us with some injury news. Joe Rothwell is expected to be back for the Bristol City game at home, which was obviously the final home game a week on Monday. He's definitely going to be out of the Easter fixtures. Dan James, he expects to be back in the squad on Monday for the Stoke game, and that it's a late decision as to whether he will travel with the squad for the Oxford game on Friday. Even if we could just have Dan James on the bench on Friday, it would be a huge bonus for Leeds United. Even if we need him just for the last sort of 10-15, just to come on and run the fullbacks ragged after hopefully a tough night for them. That would be good as well. But yeah, they were the obviously main bits of news. We all know that Pascal Struijk is out for the season now, unfortunately, but as I've said numerous times, I'm more than comfortable having Ethan Ampadu and Joe Rodon as the centre-back partnership to see us out to the end of the season. I'm more than comfortable, actually. So yeah, and obviously Farke was asked about, the atmosphere on Saturday and, the pressure going into these games. And like I said, if, yes, the players are human beings, they are going to look at the Burnley and Sheffield United results on Friday before we play. But if they get nervous just from looking at their results, then they've lost already. And I completely agree. Yes, us as fans are going to watch the Burnley and Sheffield United games and be nervous. And then, depending what happens, we'll be even more nervous going into our game as fans. But as the players, yes, like I've just said, they are human. There'll be a touch of nerves about it and it will be a bit tense. But at the same time, try and treat it like it's any other game. Go out there, get the job done. And then, like I say, it's all but done. It is literally all but done if we win this game on Friday, because then all we'll need, worst case scenario, is a draw on Monday and we're up. A win or a draw on Monday after a victory on Friday and we're up. Simple. But yeah, look, I'm excited for this weekend. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm everything. All of the above. But hopefully we'll have a very, very good Easter weekend this time around. So my predicted 11 for this game, based on the news that we got, is as follows: Carl Darlow in goal, or should I say Manuel Neuer in goal. I think Carl Darlow has been excellent since he's come in. Apart from that that lapse of concentration, maybe against Preston where he gets the yellow card. Other than that, I think he's been fine. Back four of Jayden Bogle, Joe Rodon, Ethan Ampadu, and Junior Firpo. Like I said, Jayden Bogle has been immense lately. Junior Firpo just needs to work on his defensive, duties. I think he's been very good going forward, but defensively he can still look a bit suspect. And obviously, Ampadu and Rodon, I think, are doing a very good job together as well. The double pivot, I think, will remain as Ilya Gruev and Altanaka. I thought the Preston game was probably the best game that we've seen them play together as a pivot. The Middlesbrough game was all right as well, but I think the Preston game, they really did look solid together, which was good to see. The three in behind the striker, I think, is going to be the same as well, with Willie Gnonto on the right, Brendan Aronson in the middle, and Manor Solomon on the left, with Joel Perrault up top. So basically, guys, I think it'll be unchanged. Like I say, I would like to see Largy maybe come in on the left-hand side, with maybe Gnonto in the... Well, yeah, actually just Largy on the left. But then again, Manor Solomon has done well in the last two outings, so he does warrant a start as well. But like I said, I just think Ramazan has been hugely mistreated this season. The talent that boy has got, and he's barely seen any minutes. You could argue, yes, it's down to Dan James and Solomon doing very well. But even off the bench, he should be getting way more minutes than what he is. And, hopefully we'll see him a little bit more between now and the end of the season. Joel Perrault against Preston the other day had a very good game, apart from the finishing touch. Just couldn't finish his dinner. I think he's due a goal. Hopefully he'll get one over this weekend to really, boost his confidence going into the final few matches, because like I say, the Preston game on Saturday was one of his all-round best performances for a while. But again, just needs to put the ball in the back of the net. And I think, like I said, hopefully he'll just go on a bit of a scoring run for the next few matches. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That is my thoughts. That's my 11. I think he will keep it the same. It did well against Preston, so it's definitely more than good enough to get the job done against Oxford United on Friday. We will be back tomorrow on the channel, guys, with a more in-depth preview for the game. So make sure that you keep your eyes peeled for that. If you've enjoyed this one, please make sure that you're smashing that like. Please subscribe if you're brand new and hit the notification bell. Get your comments in and check out the membership features on the channel. And like I said, I will see you tomorrow for the match preview. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.